SWE.
Good morning, Colonel Ping.
Good morning, Commander Bond. To what do I owe the pleasure of this phone call?
I'd like to know why a top Chinese agent was trying to contact a courier in Istanbul.
Perhaps it's the same reason a British agent was following him.
Are you suggesting an alliance?
You'll find me at the aquarium in Bangkok tomorrow night. Come alone. It's the only way I can guarantee.
Why do we need subtitles? We can read them in the upper left.
Funny. I was just going to issue the same warning to you.
Wow.
Well, hi there, I'm Fenwa.
I'm Lobst.
I'm Demo Weasel.
And welcome back to 007 Bloodstone for the PlayStation 3.
Bond here.
Good evening, Mr. Bond.
Where are you, Ping?
We'll meet soon enough, but first, I need you to perform a small task in order to ensure our security.
And what might that be?
I was reading a Wikipedia summary of this, and I still have no idea what the stakes are.
So we're at kind of a point right now where there are no stakes that have been brought to our attention, because the end of the last video, we took out the guy who was not Uramov, and we stopped the chemicals from being shipped to wherever. And actually, if you were sitting down and playing this game, the cutscenes at the end of that video and the cutscenes at the start of this one, I'll just come right after the other. So it's been about 5 minutes since there was actual gameplay happening, if not longer.
Good.
So what happened is that the basic gist is that, well, somebody had, if this person is the seller, then someone had to be the buyer. So we need to go figure out who the buyer is.
Bump into those people.
So I guess that's the stake. So this mission here, we have to find these bugs and then hack them.
Closing. Your way.
I still have no idea what these bugs actually look like. I don't even know if they have a polygon, but I've done this mission so many times that I know where the bugs are.
You gotta run into somebody.
I don't think anything happens when you do. It's not one of those things that I tend to do in these games, I guess. I'm too courteous. I'm too nice to people. So like wherever this bug is, it is, I guess, inside the water somewhere.
Maybe it's just some arbitrary-ass location, looks like.
Yeah. And yet it is recording the sound of the museum that is outside the water.
It's nearest to the most visually impressive aspects of this environment.
The fish.
About to close. We hope you enjoyed your day.
Quick, it's near the thing that we spent the most money on.
Just like Red Steel, the aquarium level.
That I didn't see, because I didn't play.
Do you remember like Red Steel's Cold Open, where you're looking at fish in an aquarium in a restaurant with your girlfriend?
That's right.
Oh,
and you have
I failed the hack.
You have to look at the most interesting ones to calibrate.
Your up, down, and left, right, left, rightedness. Yeah.
Yes. What a long, strange journey it's been for this Let's Play channel.
Yeah. Also, as you saw, I failed one of those hacking mini games, and nothing happens. You just have to do it again.
I wasn't going to say anything.
It doesn't alert anybody, it doesn't fail the mission.
Yeah.
You just have to try it again.
The aquarium.
What?
You do this, and then you do it correctly.
Your way to the nearest. The aquarium will be closing soon. Please make your way to the nearest exit.
It's done.
Like that.
We're clear.
It's a shame that you can't hear the nonsense you created.
And I'm not really sure why this entire sequence exists. I feel like it's just there to put this gameplay break between what is just two cutscenes.
It's for variety.
Because otherwise the last cutscene would have segued directly into this cutscene coming up.
Yeah, it's for variety. It's so that you can look at a whale's dong.
Oh.
Is that you?
Tell me, Commander Bond, how much do you know about whales?
Not much. Enough to know they shouldn't be kept in aquariums. Apart from that, I wouldn't like to end up in one.
Then maybe you can understand what it's like to live inside the world's biggest country.
Why does he move like a character from Xavier Renegade Angel?
People living inside today, Mr. Bond.
Bond or the other guy?
The other guy.
3 billion Chinese who need to be fed and housed and clothed every day, every week, year in, year out.
You have to build a new house for each person every single day.
Perhaps
Yeah,
not the
there's a billion houses in China.
It's not that we're not as smart or as technologically savvy as the West. We invented gunpowder and currency while you were still living in caves. But in every society, there are those who would cheat, those who would steal to gain any advantage.
Also, again, the just the way this engine does shading means that things that are black are black.
Yep. The shadows are not the greatest here.
No, they are just straight up Vanta black, even if you bump up the gamma all the way.
Did you hear about that guy that walked into the Vanta black hole in the museum?
Oh, excellent.
He had an 8-foot drop and fell in.
Oh, jeez.
It was like a big cartoon hole in the floor. But they just painted the interior Vanta black.
But who? Where? How do we find him and stop him?
My team was in Geneva, following up on a link to this man. Do you recognize him?
No.
What?
His name is
What did he do that with his hand?
So that no one else could see it in this empty aquarium.
What, the fish?
And has no love for either. He keeps his money and his mistress in Switzerland.
But he operates out of Bangkok.
If it's illegal, he's got a piece of it. At first, we thought he was a middleman in all this.
This guy in complete Sam Fisher Solid Snake gear.
And now gameplay.
Run, go get him.
Well, we can put as many holes into him as we like. It won't actually make a difference until
Cutscene.
12 minutes from now, let's say.
Oh. So it's like one of those old Grand Theft Auto missions.
Yeah, exactly. So the game keeps giving me a vault prompt, and I don't know why, because it seems incredibly counterproductive, because I would just vault over that ledge.
It'd be really cool though.
That's right, and then I would lose progress.
Can you break that glass?
The aquarium glass?
Uh-huh.
It's bulletproof, I guess.
They couldn't even do that.
They couldn't even have, like, a spray of water come out wherever you shot it, which I think Red Steel did.
They couldn't have the amazing Bioshock 2 sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They couldn't have had the thing where, like, oh no, they broke the tank, now all the water's flowing in. You have to avoid the whale as it comes toward you. There he goes. Why does he keep stopping?
Because he needs to wait for us to catch up.
He turns around to taunt you. Not so fast, Mr. Bond.
I mean, if he's an assassin and his mission is ostensibly to make sure that Bond is dead, why would he not just stay and shoot Bond?
Well, I thought...
Why is he running?
I thought he was to assassinate,
Ping?
Yeah, that's his name. I already forgot.
That's okay.
Because...
And hey, for those keeping score, that was focused kill number 79 and 80, I believe. There it is.
Thanks, trophies. This is a weird room. There's not enough things in it.
Why is there a rotating globe in this aquarium? It's not
so you can have something else to look at.
It's a globe where all the water is filled in.
Whoa.
The whales are making noise.
The whales are upset by your gunshots.
No, the whales are happy by my bloodshed.
I like that leg that was just sticking out real far.
Oh yeah.
The whales like seeing man's inhumanity to man because they know that once we've killed each other off, they'll come out on top.
Except that they have to go on dry land. Oh.
And here we have I believe a murdered security person. There it is.
Yeah, alright. I want to view the intelligence. I want to know what it says about him.
Do you really want to know about this murdered security person?
Yeah, I want to know what he ate last.
Let's see. Dental scans identify this is Daeng Boone, a security guard at the Bangkok Aquarium. Cause of death is a single high-velocity round to the head. Entrance/exit wounds indicate a shot from range. Boone was most likely sniped whilst patrolling the rooftops around the aquarium, and his body subsequently hidden here.
Okay.
What?
There's your intelligence.
Why would... Okay, sure.
Oh, and I guess now we're on the next phase of this level.
Wow, look how he runs.
This chapter is called One More Step and You're Dead, I believe.
Alright. I like that that advertisement for a car that looks like a warning.
Yeah.
Warning.
Car.
Quick, shimmy sideways in somebody's room.
Oh, hold on.
Games need to do away with shimmying. Looking at you, Tomb Raider. Nobody likes to shimmy. Make it real fast.
Are they still doing that in Shadow of the Tomb Raider? I suppose they would have had to.
I played Tomb Raider and then Rise of Tomb Raider. There was shimmying in the second one and the first one, but I don't recall it being super annoying.
I imagine they have focused that experience.
I mean, I'll probably play Shadow of the Colossus Raider, so...
I like that there were chest-high walls in that area that you didn't have to do anything at.
Nope.
Oh yeah, well the game is going to start throwing enemies at us now, but luckily the assassin will continue to wait for us.
Why is it all foggy?
Because otherwise it'd have to render more information further down the road. It's hard to load this many enemies all at once.
So what you're saying is that this is more like Turok than the actual Turok game that we played.
That's right.
Yes, genius maneuver.
That guy was turned around, wrong way, guy.
I believe I am still doing the thing where I just run at people mashing the melee button and hope for the best.
Yeah.
So it's also like Turok.
That's right.
The drill technique of taking out sniper fire.
What? There's a grenade. You better move.
Yeah. So I have a bit of trouble finding cover here, and by fighting I mean snapping to, and so then we die.
And you're just being shot in the face. Oh no, James.
Luckily, the assassin will continue waiting for us, so it's okay. I briefly considered restarting the level here, but I didn't. I didn't realize that we'd hit a chapter break. And so I was worried that if I hit the restart level button, I would have gone all the way back to the aquarium again. So we do not get to edit out the death. Oh no. That's right. This is the one death that I left in.
There was another one.
This is the only time I died in this entire Let's Play.
I'm still trying to figure out a good thing to say whenever he dies.
Sounds like your luck has run out of time, Mr. Bond.
More like James Body?
Sure.
Perfect.
More like Daniel Frag?
Daniel Corpse? Okay. I'll workshop that.
Okay. If this was a Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, he'd be Damn Hell Craig.
Oh. Quickly, get that thing. Read us the police orders, please.
Let me see here.
I'm chasing after this guy, but there's this open laptop here that has some very compelling information in it.
And that guy could phase through planks of wood.
The Cliff Notes version of the police orders is that the assassin told the police that I'm the bad guy.
Oh, okay. Why did that like lift automatically come down as you were running toward it?
I think that was just a camera thing.
No, that lift was coming down.
Stop! Take one more step and you're dead. Throw down the gun.
No, just by talking to you, Rock is going to kill both of us!
It's a shame you can't control Bond during these cutscenes. You can make him run past everybody.
I appreciate the idea that this like 30-foot drop is survivable.
Yeah.
Because this isn't movie James Bond. This is video James Bond.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have to keep raising the stakes, and by stakes I mean the height of parkour jumps from Quantum of Solace. I see.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of really close-up shots of muddy textures.
Yes.
Someone thought this game looked beautiful.
He's getting away in a very slow vehicle.
We have to chase after him in an even slower vehicle.
What, really? Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. According to the Internet Games Cars database, which is a website that exists, the vehicle that we're driving right now is a Toyota J70 Land Cruiser with a Ford grille and headlights, towing an Expertise Icon tuk-tuk, which is now shaked off.
Oh, excellent.
I wanted to try and see how long I could keep that thing attached to the back of the car, but there isn't actually any trophy for it, so I don't think it's something that you can do.
Okay. It's just, why is that, is that mechanism there just for realism?
I guess. It's window dressing.
Yeah.
And so once again, we want to stay close to the car that we're chasing so we don't miss any visual cues. And because this car isn't that one car from Quantum of Solace that we've seen a bunch of times, it drives like a boat.
Oh no, you lost him already.
Luckily, the car will wait for us.
What, really?
You can actually kind of see on the radar there where it jumped back into position to wait for us again.
Great. So you can stand still and you won't lose?
There are checkpoints that are not communicated to you, the player, where the car will kind of stop and wait for you.
So you can't lose.
There's so many overhead bridges here. They all look exactly the same, and they all fall exactly the same way.
The things that are falling over?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they keep falling, and I keep expecting them to be ramps, but they're not.
You would not believe how many of them I crashed into intentionally during my first run for exactly that reason.
Oh, really?
Thinking that they were a ramp, I mean.
Well, I mean, we would have been able to tell for sure if he had somebody in the passenger seat saying, "Yo, Bond, hit that ramp."
That's right. Or even someone on the phone saying, "You can do this, James. We believe in you." And then when you do it, they cut to them and they're going, "Yeah."
Yeah, you're using the pray option in James Bond's inventory.
MI6, lend me your strength.
Yeah. Oh! Now you've got the high ground. Just land on him. What?
Now he has the high ground.
Okay, then just uppercut him from beneath.
And then teleport behind him, right?
Yes.
And rip his heart out through his back.
Just have somebody get down on their hands and knees behind the guy, and then have James Bond push.
Expert plan.
Yes. Adult James Bond doing childish things to achieve his mission.
That's right.
Oh, the end of Skyfall.
Yeah. So as a driving sequence, this isn't particularly great, but as like an action set piece, I mean, this is all right, just in the sense that we're in a slow truck chasing a much bigger, slower truck, in sort of like the wake of its destructive path.
I'm noticing a lot of variety, which is really like surprising. just the variety of environments that this one chase takes you through.
Yeah.
Ah!
Again, we got to stay on the truck, or we would have missed seeing those cars swerve to avoid the truck.
How many people has that thing plowed through?
Well, they're the bad guys, so it's okay if they kill people while we're chasing them. I mean, it's not okay, but it's okay for our conscience.
Yes.
You know, at the same time, in this situation, I have to wonder exactly what James is planning to do. To like, stop this?
He needs to ram that car real fast from behind, leap out of the windshield, and then sort of slow himself down midair, turn direction, and break through the other windshield of the car and land right back in the passenger seat of the one he's chasing.
Well, how has every car sequence thus far ended? It's ended with James Bond ramming his car through the target vehicle and then surviving somehow.
It's not exactly going to work in this scenario, though.
Is it? Hooray!
Yes.
There.
We stopped a car today. All right.
Excellent.
And just like we stopped that car, I am stopping this recording.